Opening face-off powered by Verizon. The scene back in Washington, D.C. 40 years old now, Alexander Ovechkin. The tie is off, and he is just a hat trick away from 900 career goals. We got the Caps and the Bruins. That'll be our first game. We're back here in Las Vegas. Golden Knights getting set to host the L.A. Kings in their season opener. Listen, we're in Vegas. You guys gave some nicknames before. The most honest city in America. Nobody's trying to pull a fast one, right? Everything's on the up and up, right? Nobody's stacking the odds against you. So let's play a good old-fashioned game. NHL, true or false?
Okay.
And Anson, you're up first.
Oh.
You're up first, my friend.
Okay.
A little intense? Is it too? Should I bring it down a bit?
Bring it down a little bit.
All right. So let's start right here. Let's start with the Golden Knights, and let's start with Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner and the Golden Knights will win a Stanley Cup before the Toronto Maple Leafs do.
You better give this some thought, buddy.
Plug your ears, Biz. I'm going to say yes. Yes.
True or false is the game.
True.
I feel like I shouted it.
True. You have to back that up or just move on to the next one?
No, back it up. Back it up.
I definitely think they have the opportunity here for sure. They've got guys that have won before. Clearly, it's going to come down to health. Health of that guy, Mark Stone. Petro, no one knows what's going to happen with him long term, so they need to fill the void with it's Theodore or Hannafin. But it's their goaltender for me, Hank. You know, Aiden Hill, starting the first year of his long-term deal. He's going to play like a Stanley Cup champion. And he's been a great blocker, but now he's going to steal some games and show a little bit more athleticism for the Vegas Golden Knights.
What helps him, though, is he plays a deep game. You know, he's always in good position, so that saves you a lot of off nights. You know, if you're more of an aggressive goalie, if you're not on top of your game, you're going to get exposed. But because he plays so deep in the net, he's always, again, in good position, and he's a big guy. So I like his consistency. And obviously he had this magical run when they won. So he can bring it when it matters. No question.
Some pressure on Marner. Big droughts for both teams, right? Leafs haven't won since '67, and I think Vegas since, just a few years ago?
Yep.
Yeah, so a few droughts there. We'll see if they snap it. But
I'm going to say false.
You're going to say false.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still question what they got in net. I think Aiden Hill had a incredible year the year they made the run to the Cup. Maybe a little bit of a rough year last year. There are rumblings that they might try to address the goaltending backup situation with Carter Hart. That's just a rumor mill right now. I think it's going to be very hard for them to replace Pietrangelo. He was an incredible shutdown two-way defenseman, can provide that secondary offense outside of Shea Theodore. They are loaded up front. I am not going to deny that. Down the middle, very strong. Obviously, adding a guy like Mitch Marner, I think they're going to have a little bit more difficulty getting out of their conference than maybe Toronto would on the other side, especially with those injuries to Florida. So to me, it's more about Toronto. Not only I feel like their time is now, I feel like they have a well-balanced lineup and the money is spread out appropriately, but also they will have an easier path in the East with Sasha Barkov and Matthew Tkachuk being out short term.
I'm not sure about that, Biz. I got to say false. I think Toronto's got a hard path. I think Florida's still going to be very good, and Tampa Bay is going to be a better team this year than last year. So they got some tough early rounds that not any easier in the East than it is in the West.
No doubt. True or
I'm not
false?
disagreeing with that they're a good team.
Going back to dinner last night, he threatened my life, basically saying if I keep saying this our year nonsense, he was going to give Bowie my home address in Arizona, and he was going to kill me in my sleep. So let's just
keep your head on a swivel. I'll start with you right here, though. Next one.
Okay.
True or false? Sidney Crosby ends the season as a Penguin.
Oh God, people hate when I talk about this. I think a lot of it is going to have to depend on how their season goes. Great start against the New York Rangers last night. There are rumblings that Montreal is in the conversation, and of course his buddy out west. But I'm going to say that he is going to stay in Pittsburgh, and he wants to be the part of the solution. And if they don't finish well, maybe he's there for Gavin McKenna if they end up picking him up in order to nurture him. So I would say that is it false?
You're saying...
I'm saying false. He will not, or true, he will stay in Pittsburgh.
That's right, Bez.
I was remember how you framed the question.
I don't see Pittsburgh getting that McKenna kid. They're not going to be last.
You don't think they're going to be?
No, they play hard, and they got a great leader. Sidney's been the face of the National Hockey League for so many years now, and plays the right way, lives the right way. They're not going to finish last. I would tell you that.
All right, Hank, I'm going to talk to you about the man who used to sit on that side of the desk, Rick Tocchet and the Flyers. Rick Tocchett's Flyers will make the playoffs this year.
Ooh.
I'm glad I didn't get that.
What a joke.
We'll come back to you.
That is a good question. They're definitely going to be better. I'm very curious to see Zegras out there. You know, he has this reputation of being a flashy player. Can he be playing winning style hockey? I guess we're going to find out this year. I'm very curious to see how he's going to fit in there with the talent they have in Philadelphia. Again, they're going to be better.
Well, it's not true, false, or curious. It's true or false.
Well, we'll start with curious, and then we say false.
Yeah.
I'm going to end on false after being very curious.
I'm going to say false, too. I think Zegras definitely could play winning style hockey. Just going back to watching him play the World Juniors, and they won Team USA. He was a driving force for that team at a young age. He just lost his way a little bit. And I think Talk and that coaching staff there in Philadelphia is certainly going to help him. They're getting better. They're not there yet, though.
No. Or do you want to just give me a quick true or false? Or do you want to? You don't want any part of it, do you?
I'm going to stay out of that. I like Jonesy. I like Rick too much.
Then I'll tell you what. I'll end with you two over here. True or false? Marc-Andre Fleury has played his last NHL game.
I think that's true.
You think he's played his? You don't think at some point during the season someone's going to need a goalie and Marc-Andre Fleury who looks
Edmonton?
pretty good? Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen him in Edmonton last year for a cup run, but I think he's made his decision. I think it was awesome what they did for him in Pittsburgh, and I hope that we actually see more of that. Hank, I would love to see you play a preseason game for the New York Rangers.
Yeah.
Would that be something that you would do if it was proposed to you?
Well, it's just be sad at giving up 10 goals in that game. You know?
I've seen you in these alumni games, and you look great, but I think that this is going to be a pattern that we see more and more of. Like, tell me, like Jumbo Joe Thornton should play a preseason game with Macklin Celebrini in San Jose. The list could go on and on and on for guys who are retiring where that would happen.
It was really cool to see Fleury end it like that. You know, incredible career, and come back to Pittsburgh and have kind of the farewell moment in front of their fans there. It was cool.
And I don't want to be the downer on this, but this is still a professional operation running here. You still want to evaluate young players. So, yes, I love Flower getting his flowers.
He's one of a kind, though.
Yes, exactly.
We're not doing that with every player.
100%. You still have to give your young players an opportunity to shine a little bit.
You're not saying like Biz comes back and plays a preseason game for the Coyotes?
He can come back and fill the water bottles.
I can't even win my own ball hockey tournament at Chicklets Cup. There's no way I'm going to nod for preseason.
Fill the water bottle.
Stack your team better.
Yeah, if they bring back the Coyotes, maybe I can get a job.
Hank's putting in a body bag already, Biz.
I'd have to get back in shape, though.
That's all it's going to take.
Fill the water bottles?
Good shape.
We have a team. Hey, Hank.
I need a strong
don't
wrist.
start already, buddy.